Hey guys, what's up? It's Josh. So for this week's video, as you guys could see by the title, I wanted to do something that you guys have really requested recently, and that is a video on how to actually approach somebody that you like. And I feel like there's a bunch of ways to go around doing this, and there's a bunch of things that you could say and that you can do. I just came up with a couple, and so for all of you that requested this video, I hope that it helps you out, and if it does, and if it helps anybody else out, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up and comment down below and tell me something about something you wish that you could do that you're just nervous to do right now. Like if you want to talk to a guy and you can't, then just like tell me something like that down in the comments. But with all that being said, here are a couple things that I think may help with you approaching that person that you like. So, before you even do anything, firstly, I think there are some things that you need to figure out before you actually walk up to that person and talk to them. Make sure that you have something planned that you want to say, just so that you like can actually carry on a conversation or just like at least talk to them. Another thing that I think is really important before you actually walk up to that person is that you look presentable. Like a first impression is like everything. So I mean, if you're dressed like really bad and your hair is all over the place and you forgot to brush your teeth and your breath smells ratchet, this is probably not going to help you out if you're walking up to the person that you like. So before you walk up to that person, I think those are just a couple of things that you need to do. Moving into actually walking up to that person, a really good way in order to actually walk up to them and approach them is to ask for help even when you don't need it. If you're walking down the hallway and you see that person that you like and you just like want to talk to them but you don't know what to say, just like walk up to them and ask them for directions, or just ask them some question like where something is, just to like actually be able to start talking to them. So that's the first thing. Ask for help even if you don't need it. So the second way that I think you can approach this person that you like is by sitting next to them in class. Now, even though you might be like nervous to like talk to them or whatever, I feel like eventually the teacher in that class is going to be putting people in groups that are sitting next to each other. So if you don't want to just necessarily walk up to somebody and talk to them, I feel like if you sit next to them in class, you're more than likely going to be put with them in a group. So I mean, that could be another way that you could start talking to that person. The third thing that I think is really important is when you're walking up to somebody, this might not be like actually approaching them, but when you're talking to them, it's very important to like be confident. Even if you're not like a really confident person or you're usually like really shy, I think it's really important to be able to like talk to somebody and be able to show them that like you can carry on a conversation. So I think that's why it's really important to like have something planned and then be confident about what you have that you're gonna say, because then that shows that person that like this is somebody that I could actually carry on a conversation with. So I think that's the third thing. So the fourth thing I came up with that I think can be a good idea is a lot of the times I feel like it's like the guy that walks up to the girl and like does like the first move and like hits on the girl at first and then whatever. But sometimes I feel like guys actually like when a girl will make the first move and like walk up to them. I just feel like it shows that you can like take control of like a situation and you're not afraid to be like, hey, I'm here and if you don't like me then whatever, but this is who I am. I feel like that's another good way to like approach somebody, is by making the first move on that person. All right, so the next thing that I think can help you actually approach a person is like if you approach them by yourself. I feel like that's usually a good idea, and it's usually better if they're by themselves too, because then you can actually be who you are and you're not afraid of what other people around you are thinking. And that's the same for them too. Like if they're alone, I feel like it's better because then they're not gonna feel like they need to be somebody who they're not. I just feel like that's a good idea. And the last thing I came up with is that you don't even have to like walk up to somebody, but I feel like this is almost like approaching them. If you always like look at this person, give them that look like you want to talk to them, but at the same time you're too nervous to walk up to them and talk to them, I feel like that's almost like approaching somebody. Look them in the eye and like make sure that they see it and then like look away. Just like don't like stare at them. Then I feel like when you actually start talking to each other, you kind of have like that connection already, that you know like you wanted to talk to them because you were always looking at them. So yeah, those are just some of the things that I could think of. I hope that you guys got something out of this video and it could help you a little bit, and if it did, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up, comment down below something, whatever you want, doesn't even matter. Also, this is the second video I uploaded this week, so if you guys want me to like upload on maybe like Wednesdays or something, then also give this video a thumbs up. With all that being said, I love you guys so much, and I hope that you guys have a good rest of your day, and I will see you next Saturday in my next video. Bye!